Hi guys, and welcome back to Creative Pet Keeping. My name is Kasha, I am your host, and in today's video I am going to take you on an adventure to visit yet another fish room. In today's video we are going to see Mario's fish room, and he is a member of the Greater Chicago Cichlid Association. If you've watched any of my GCCA videos highlighting some of the activities we do at our local club, you'll get to kind of see him here and there. He's a little shy and didn't really want to be on camera, which is why I'm filming this intro in my fish room instead. But I'm really excited to show you this fish room because it is tiny. It is amazing use of small space, and Mario is a master breeder. He rotates a lot of fish and has had really great success breeding. He's definitely one of our best breeders in our club. Adorable turtle interruption. I just wanted to let you know because I completely forgot that you should head on over to Primetime Aquatics channel. Jason also filmed a fish room tour of the same fish room, and you get to see this same place in a completely different perspective. So be sure to check out his video as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So finally, here's the fish room, or at least the view from the window, like the little creeper that I am. But right as you are about to enter, you can see all of the awards that Mario has won for breeding fish and just being awesome. I personally have won 0 awards.
Let's go.
Wait. So it's like you see the laundry. Then whoa, what's that over here? Is that a tank? It's another tank. It's another tank, and then you just go in, bump into the door. That's totally cool. Dun, more tanks. But wait, there's more. Dun. What's very unique about this fish room is that Mario rotates a lot of fish species. So these, I can't words, oh my gosh. These are all the tags of all of the different fish that he has had in his fish room over the years and bred and rotated throughout our fish club and the fish keeping hobby in the Chicagoland area. Actually, I'm not even sure if that was all the fish in there, but because he rotates fish, he can kind of get away with keeping fish in smaller tanks. As you can see, the tanks are a bit smaller than what you would see from a typical fish keeper that keeps their fish throughout their whole lives as pets. Mario is more of a breeder, but not so much a breeder for profit, but more so a breeder that wants to spread species and make them more accessible to hobbyists locally, as well as working with CARES species. The CARES preservation program works with species that are having a hard time in the wild, whether they are starting to become endangered or are even extinct. This program is working not only with zoos and aquariums, but also with local fish keepers to kind of keep these fish, keep breeding them, and make sure that they, have a chance to maybe one day be released back in the wild, or at the very least be preserved if they cannot be returned to their environment. You can find out more information about the CARES program at caresforfish.org. Kind of random plug for that. Speaking of fish that are a little bit big for their tanks, these little angelfish are like, what? We're just hanging out over here in this smaller tank. But yeah, these guys will definitely have to be moved out, and they're kind of here short term. The joy of rotating fish. I'm actually very curious, how do you personally feel about the idea of rotating fish? Fish don't get really attached to their owners. I would say possibly maybe the larger brained species do, so maybe some of the larger cichlid species. I don't know about the monster fish, But smaller species, you know, just are concerned with themselves, what's going on in their little world, which exists in their little glass box. So I don't think they really care who they're living with. But I would like to know your opinion in the comments down below. I know that there are rules and guidelines that are put in place by other hobbyists in the fish keeping community and kind of encouraged to follow to help not only beginner keepers but fish keepers all around. But at the same time, I do think it's also important to sometimes challenge these ideas and kind of see how much you can push different concepts and to see how fish are affected, because I think that keeps the hobby from becoming stagnant. It helps the hobby evolve by kind of, you know, doing things that are a little weird, as long as the fish don't get hurt. So in this case, Mario definitely has to do more water changes. He has to put in much more work. This fish room is more work for himself than it could have been because of the choices that he has made. But he's kind of cool with that, and his fish are happy and they're breeding, and all of them looked healthy and wonderful. I'm starting to realize that every fish room tour that I've done so far kind of raises different questions in the hobby, and some of them break certain rules, kind of like how Lucas from LR Brett's Aquatics on YouTube doesn't have any filters. Well, he has a few, but mostly a lot of his tanks are not filtered, and yet he makes it work so well. So it's very, very interesting how, you know, we have these rules in place and yet people are breaking them. And yeah, a lot of the times it fails for a lot of people, definitely fails for beginners. But some people just figure something out and they make it work. And then when that does happen, I become so intrigued by it. And I'm very glad that I can share this with you as well, because I'm hoping that that will make you intrigued as well, and that will make you kind of think about the hobby in different ways. I'm not necessarily telling you that you should, you know, put a bunch of big fish in small tanks. That's not really the case. Just, you know, ask questions, think outside the box. When you look at different rules and recommendations for fish, oftentimes ask why. I think that's a very important question, because once we start to explore why, we can better decide what we can do, what we can't do, what we can kind of, what rules can we break, possibly. Speaking of breaking rules, oh my gosh, this is actually his biggest tank, not in the fish room, bonus tank. And I completely forgot what this species was. I know that these guys are wild caught, and they are very much outgrowing their tank. They're gonna have to be put somewhere else because they are a big group of big fish, and I feel silly because I asked Mario what they were because I wanted to let you guys know, and here I am. I don't remember. I just know that they look really soft, which is a completely useless fact, but there you go.
Which one's broken? Hold on. Look.
Maybe that's supposed to.
No, it's not. It's supposed to stop.
Can you
It's
use
right here.
super glue it? Uh-oh.
Then it just does this. Broke it.
Uh-oh. Filming struggles.
And I broke my tripod.
Oh no.
What am I gonna do now? I'm gonna have to hold the camera real steady.
You gotta selfie stick it like I do.
I'm not selfie sticking nothing.
So thanks for watching my video, and sorry that the cicada is screaming at me. I'm hoping that it's not really getting picked up by the mic, but the cicadas, they're angry. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed seeing this fish room again, and if you like to see fish rooms, I do have a playlist on my channel where you can not only see videos of my fish room as it has progressed over the years, but you can see the fish rooms of other hobbyists that I visited. I think those videos are usually really fun. I try to spend extra time editing them to try to make them as interesting as I possibly can. So I really think that you'll enjoy them and encourage you to check them out. I hope that you have a nice day, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Bye.